it's a one drop thing. You're playing an aggro deck, you need to get your early game.
Watch your back.
Victory or death!
Hey, one drops, those are pretty good, right?
None will survive.
Oh, dragon. StarCraft. Okay, okay. Like a commentator, okay. Good for him. Okay. Start with a good card. Let's take one instead of two. Seems smart. Go face. The voice filter and then, I mean, well, he'd probably do anything at that point that people still watch him, right? I don't know. Like, I get that he would try stupid stuff, but kind of sucks. Because he got outed by everybody for view botting, right? Which is just kind of shitty. But obviously, it's a really shitty thing to do, but it sucks for him because, like, everything that he built just kind of got thrown away. Obviously, you could argue that he capitalized a lot off of it while he was doing it, which he did, but I don't know. I think it's like a really scummy thing in general, and like don't feel bad for him, right? But I can still kind of like sympathize for him if that makes any sense. Sympathize with him. Let's go his face every time. It's like a really good counter to any form of a rogue and play against a lot. Turns out swinging things towards the rogue's face is really good. A lot of decks have a hard time dealing with Buccaneer on turn 1, this deck doesn't, so you got like Curse Blade, First Mate, Finley if you're on the play, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, well, you can't say Temple Storm's worthless because they don't use data, because there's no such thing about data in Wild, man. Like there's no resource you can get that has enough sample size so everything's always going to be relevant, right? Like it's just not realistic for this format ever. To be like, oh, I don't think this, you know, this website's good at all because it doesn't have data. I mean, Vicious Syndicate and HS Replay both don't have a big enough sample size to be relevant at all for Wild, so. Like, Temple Storm's about as valuable as you place, like, the opinions of the people who write for them on. That's all it is. If you think your opinions are always right, then Temple Storm's Meta Snapshot is always right. Sometimes they get stuff right, but most of the time, they're wrong. Nobody plays the format enough to really figure it out. So it's often fairly off. Keep the good card, throw the bad ones away. In person does all the wild stuff for Temple Storm. I mean, very possible, yeah. Saw my weird Reno Mage deck wild. Any chance of making it good? Probably not. If I was playing Reno Mage, it was probably to fuck around. Meaning the deck wouldn't be good at all. I don't know if it's 2-0. I think the Druid decks are really strong in this format, that's about it. He's ready for Spreading Plague. I fuck with it. Can't have Plague. I'm not upgrading a 1-3 weapon. I'm legitimately just gonna concede if he has Plague, so. Might not have to. We'll see though. This is a coin if he wants to play it. Think of Odd, Quest Warrior, and Wild. I think it's pretty bad. It's really slow. Fun deck, but I mean not viable at all, I don't think. Beat aggro with it, that's about it. Okay, Jade Druid. Still gotta be better. I don't want this to exist because of Plague. Quests are good? I don't think so. I don't think it's fast enough. It's not bad, but I don't think it's great. I think I put it in like the mediocre to like bad tier, kind of. Again, I haven't really tried, man, so like, you know. I just haven't played. It's been like 2 months since I've like legitimately played this format, so. Spellstone, little does he know, this Spellstone buffs this frothing. So he has to have 2 Spellstones. He doesn't. So he's sitting at 19, 16, 17, yeah, it's lethal. Okay. Okay, so I guess we kill Oaken Summons into Blood Mage Falmos Druids sometimes, that's good. Okay. Should be easier. I keep this card.
Victory or death.
This is good. Reaper's even okay. It's not insane, but it's actually not the worst card in the entire world. This hand's ass now. Never want all the weapons. One early game weapon, one late game weapon is fine, but once you have like 2 late game weapons, your hand's quality gets decreased so much it's just bad. It's like the definition of excess. Play the Cannon Man. Got no Pirates, so Cultist isn't really a good draw. Captain is probably what we want. Frothing's fine too. Frothing's better because it beats Hellfire, but it's kind of like interchangeable with which one you want to pick. Okay, so we're still gonna play it. It kind of sucks, but just get the damage in. It's not the end of the world. Still a 3-4, deal 4 damage, Battle Cry, summon a 1-1, so... You know, it's not the end of the world that we have to pick it up. Cursed Blade obviously pulling its weight too, which is really good. Don't always see that, so it's kind of nice. Since we're like mechs, yeah, if only, man. If only. Fucking wish they were, but nah. A little bit worse than that. Oh no, coin Voidwalker. Oh no. Or Voidcaller, my bad. Here's my cool play into Voidcaller. It's called Swing Face, Go Face. Need 2 turns of swinging, so I'd have to like swing re-equip this if my whole board's dead, and then go Spellbreaker onto the Voidwalker, or Void Lord, sorry, next turn. Mal'Ganis. Yeah, so he just trades and not Defile, but he trades Hellfires probably. Could Hellfire trade if he wants to get fancy, so he does that. If I just strap this on, if he gets Void Lord, then what I could do is draw Upgrade, then win that way with Breaker. 6. Be painfully obvious though, but maybe that's what we need right now. Hi No Life, what's up? What's up, Labacas? Hey man, glad to have you here, dude. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Well, the thing about Spellbreaker though is like we don't actually win with it right away. Wait, that's the whole play? Defile? Okay, cool. What a fancy play. And then no demon. Okay. Wow. What an insane play, guys. Holy shit. Okay, so he needs Gladoo's now. Heal man card's fine, just like anti-kill bot. Doesn't let you die. Okay, Sun's Demon's top, you're dead. Good game. Weird deck. I don't like the Drain Soul at all. I like that sound when you kill them, it feels pretty good.